Ring ding ding, ring ding ding ding. Chapter 15, Book of Luke. The tax collectors and sinners were all drawing near to listen to him, but the Pharisees and scribes began complaining, saying, "This man welcomes sinners and eats of them." So to them he addressed this parable: What man among you having 100 sheep and losing them will not leave 99 in the desert to go after the lost one until he finds it? And when he does find it, he sets it on his shoulders with great joy. And upon his arrival home, he calls together his friends and neighbors and says to them, "Rejoice with me, because I have found my lost sheep." I tell you, in just the same way, that there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner, over one sinner who repents, than over 99 righteous people who have no need of repentance. Or what woman have 10 coins, and losing one will not light a lamp and sweep the house, searching carefully until she finds it? And when she does find it, she calls together her friends and neighbors and says to them, "Rejoice with me, because I have found the coin that I have lost." In just the same way, I tell you, there will be rejoicing amongst angels over God over one sinner who repents. Then he says, "A man has had 2 sons. The younger son said to his father, 'Father, give me your share of the estate, that it should come to me.' So that the father divided the property between them. After a few days, the younger son collected all his belongings and set off to a distant country, where he squandered his inheritance on a life of dissipation. And when he had freely spent everything, a severe famine struck the country, and he found himself in dire need. So he hired himself to one of the local citizens, who sent him to his farm to tend to the swine. He longed to eat his fill on the pods on which the swine fed, but nobody gave him any. Coming to his senses, he thought, how many of my father's hired workers have more than enough food to eat, and here I am dying of hunger. I shall get up and go to you, my father, and shall say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son. Treat me as you would one of your hired workers.' So he got up and went back to his father, who was still a long way off. His father caught sight of him. When he was still a long way off, his father caught sight of him and was filled with compassion. He ran to his son, embraced him, and kissed him. His son said to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I no longer deserve to be called your son. But his father ordered his servants, 'Quickly bring the finest robe and put it on him. Put on a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Take the fattened calf and slaughter it, and let us celebrate with a feast.' Now, because this son of mine was dead, and it has come to life again. What he has lost, and it has come to life again. What he has lost and what has been found. Then the celebration began. Now the older son had been out in the field, and then on his way back, he neared the house. He heard the sound of music dancing. He called to one of the servants and asked what this might mean. The servant said to him, 'Your father has returned, and your father has slaughtered the fattened calf, because he has him back safe and sound.' He became angry when he refused to enter the house. His father came out and pleaded with him. He said to his father in reply, 'Look, all these years I have served you, and not once did I disobey your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat to feast on with my friends. But when your son returns, who has swallowed up your property with prostitutes, for him you have slaughtered the fattened calf.' He said to him, 'My son, you are with me here always. Everything I have is yours. But we must celebrate and rejoice, because your brother was found dead and has come to life again. He was lost and has been found.' So let us go to the next chapter. That's the prodigal son. That's the prodigal son. And we're going to chapter 16. Thank you for watching our show. We're gonna be right back. Thanks you.